He cracked the crystal too. You're joking.
I got your note. You think something's wrong with Torgal?
So you can read. Congratulations. But I didn't say I were wrong with him. I said something weren't right. He's not been eating me treats. He used to love cracking the bones from Molly's boiled brown, but now he won't so much as look at them. Didn't like him. Which is why I'm of a mind that his mind's on something else. You've not been working him too hard, have you?
No harder than usual. Is that it, boy? Do you need a rest?
What was it you said he was? A frost wolf?
That's what the lawsman seems to think.
Then maybe this all has something to do with whatever it is that's woken inside him.
I suppose things have been different since Rosalith. Perhaps Hippocrates knows something.
Instead of everything, you mean? Perhaps.
Blackthorn, do you have a moment?
Not really, no.
This won't take long. I just wanted to ask how you're getting on. August was worried about you, that you might still be doubting your craft, even after learning the trick of that cuirass. Is there something else weighing on your mind? Perhaps sharing your thoughts might help.
That bastard's like a dog with a bone. Still, you got a keen eye out. He's just, well...
And that was?
A sword. The metal itself wasn't anything to write home about. You could slice a man clean in two with a weapon.
So that's what's trouble.
Nah. No.
And if you knew how to, we could arm the curse break.
That's about...
I'll see what I can... Sharper swords, and we can't have them.
You're a supper. I can't see them.
Thank you. Let's see what Karen... Lawsman.
He isn't ill.
I don't think so. She says he's hardly been touching his bones.
I rather think she might be right. Though all canids, and I see no reason why a frostwolf should be any different. Accordingly, if we assume that his newfound magics require it may well be that the Bones Lady frostwolves, after all, habitually prey upon far larger animals. As to where one might find a suitable substitute,
I don't recall ever...
and little wonder. The last elder antelope sighting I recall,
Even so.
Good hunting.
You're looking well, Karen.
What do you want? Out with it.
I want to know about the sword you showed Blackthorn. Single-edged.
Running around after...
I suppose I am, yes. But I need to help him
Little wonder. There's not many like that make it as far as the twins, and those that do go... Which made it nice and easy finding a buyer.
Can you tell me who bought it?
You think I tell people who my clients? Suppose you're not like... Fine. Lord Ignac's the man you want. Dalmekian bloke. And he's got more money. Reckon he'll still be at the inn in Dalamil.
Thank you, Karen.
Oh. And he's...
I appreciate the...
Is that the thing Times helped?
Mid told me she was building a ship.
And how may I assist you today? Going so soon?
Clive, did you get my letter?
That's why I'm here.
Shh. I don't want you listening.
Is this better?
A little. Listen. I've some bad news. It turns out the hideaway may be slightly behind in its payment to certain lenders, and it may be my fault. But I swear to the goddess, I thought I had the numbers square. Sadly, that square turned out to be more of a... I can straighten it out, I swear, but I'm gonna need help.
Be late for that.
There you are! What a surprise.
So let me get this straight. And instead of coming straight to me, you get Clive to come to you. And I will dig you out of the hole. The man in charge of the place you've been cheerfully trying to bankrupt. Well?
Oh, just Martha. And the dame. And, well, Lady Karen.
We owe 3 of our most trusted friends 5 million gil.
Each. 5 million each. They lent us the bulk of the money we used to rebuild the hideaway, you see, and, well, I must have made some sort of oversight.
Those ledgers were my responsibility, and it was my decision to entrust them to you. This is my fault.
Do we have that much to hand? I can always ask my uncle.
No, we don't. And no, you won't. We've lightened Lord Rossfield's purse enough. After the king's ransom we had off him, he deserves better than to see our begging bowl. Besides, we'll need to learn to stand on our own if we're gonna make this work.
All right. But that doesn't mean you have to shoulder the burden yourself. Is there anything I can do to help?
There might be. How'd you fancy taking these to Martha and the dame?
Rocks.
Rocks, he says. Worth 1,000 talents apiece, these are.
A little something Sid and I set aside for when times got lean. And I reckon 15 million in overdue debt probably qualifies. I just hope our associates' eyes are a bit more discerning than yours.
I'm sure there will be.
Should be me making the rounds, really. But you know how it is with this place. Orders to bark, arses to wipe, and all that.
I know. Which is why I don't mind going in your place.
Go. Do you know why I only gave Master Clive here 2 star rubies?
Because you'd rather Lady Karen killed me.
Because I'd rather Lady Karen killed you. Yes.
Well, I suppose this is goodbye then.
Don't worry. I'm sure Karen will understand.
Really? Do you think so?
No, I don't.
Mid told me she was building a ship.
I don't know where Sid gets the energy.
People take notice of wealthy men. Shouldn't be too hard to track down Karen's collector.
St. Drake's fang is gone. The whole mother crystal gone. What are we gonna do?
Calm yourself. I don't know for sure.
My reputation will be ruined! Ruined!
Calm yourself, Lord Ignac, I beg of you, before you do yourself a mischief.
Pardon the intrusion, but...
Out! Get out! I paid for these rooms so I wouldn't be disturbed. Leave me be!
Please, allow me to apologize. His lordship is going through a difficult time, and he's never been fond of guests arriving unannounced.
Radim! Get rid of the filthy oaf this instant!
Very good, Lord Ignac. Would you mind stepping outside for a moment?
I'm sorry if I've caused you any trouble.
That? Oh, no. That's just how his lordship is. Though the morning's events have left him somewhat fractious. He has been dispossessed of his luggage, you see. The thieves also made away with a considerable amount of coin. Coin the innkeeper will...
I don't suppose a certain blade was among the stolen items. A single-edged sword. It was purchased from him.
Ah, you...
Then I'll retrieve Lord Ignac's luggage.
You have but to state it. You are welcome to anything that is within my power to grant.
I want an audience with Lord Ignac. A few minutes should be enough.
A condition I would be a fool to refuse.
I don't suppose you saw where the thieves went?
I did not, no. Though some discreet inquiries, every ill-gotten coin in Dalamon is said to pass through that.
And that's where I'm heading.
I shall speak to Lord Ignac in your absence.
That will be very...
Farewell.
Good girl.
Fly, Ambrosia.
We've got company! Come on, lads, let's tear the bastard's head off!
This must be Ignac's luggage. Nothing seems to be damaged. All right. Let's get it back to Delamil.
I hear I have you to thank for the return of my effects. What shall I call you, my good man?
Wyvern. Glad to make your acquaintance.
A formidable name indeed. Well, Wyvern, I appear to be in your debt. Redeem here tells me you wished for an audience. Is that all?
A few moments of your time should suffice, yes.
You're a peculiar fellow, Wyvern. All right. Speak.
Master Wyvern was wondering if you could tell him about a certain single-edged sword you recently acquired.
Oh, a true work of art. Karen drove me hard on the price, but I would have... It was made and is used they believe. No combat should ever exceed a single strike and hone their blades to such perfection. Each sword is made for that one perfect stroke, and for that stroke only. There's a...
But how do they hone such an edge?
Why, they use wet stones, rather. A whole array of them, ranging from the coarse to the... But it is the final stone, which a mineral quite foreign. And that... Wyvern, it occurs to me that my little lecture is hardly equal. Take this, the very stone of which I spoke. Far rarer among collectors than even the blade itself. And a far more fitting payment.
Thank you.
Pardon the intrusion, my lordship.
I am locked in bitter I am one step ahead of the unscrupulous.
And there are many other...
Too many to count, but only one do I consider my nemesis. Lord Byron Rosfield. And is a perennial...
I can imagine.
Farewell, Wyvern. Redeem! We mustn't dawdle.
I think his lordship is rather taken with you, Master Wyvern. Thank you again for your assistance. Coming, my lordship.
Trust Uncle Byron to find such an interesting rival. Now, let's see what Blackthorn makes of this whetstone, shall we?
Clive!
I wasn't expecting, but it seems we still owe you, and though I doubt it's what you were expecting, we were hoping you'd take this as payment.
A star ruby? I can't accept this. It's worth at least twice what you owe me. More if you can find yourself the right buyer.
Think of the difference as interest.
Interest? If word got out I charged that much, no one would ever borrow from me again. Anyway, why are you the one here asking me about this? I'd have expected Otto. Bit much sending the Lord Marquis out to settle your debts, isn't it? The old goat working himself to death again.
Something like that.
Same as all back when the place was nothing but a twinkle, and they probably knew that without Sid may have been the face of the hideaway, and when Sid passed away,
His death was hard on everyone.
But he didn't give up, did he? Quite the opposite, in fact. If I reckon what he saw in... And don't we all? That and...
Stay sharp. We don't know when those bastards will be back.
second!
Good girl. You deserve a rest.